Yes, senators, MPs, if they're all getting 2 years before someone can consider removing you from office, then it should be standard across the board. Not, you know, a governor, you come into office 3 months, you lose favor with the MCAs, you're impeached. When are you going to work when you're always trying to, you know, cover your back? It becomes very, very, very difficult. But on the same note, we expect a lot more. A governor's office is a very high office. We expect a lot more accountability, a lot more just excellence in terms of how they manage things at the county level. But then also, I think the lapse is the Kenyan public doesn't seem to hold MCAs to those very high standards. I saw when the after the president disbanded cabinet and reappointed, there was a lot of people had a lot of opinions about, you know, who had been appointed, why they are fit and why they are not fit. I wish we would use the same measure for MCAs, because these are people who, again, they are going to, you know, make decisions that will affect services in your county, in your very place where you live. Those same standards you want the president to hold when appointing CSs, can you, as a Kenyan, use those same standards when you are voting for your MCA? If you cannot, then you should not even lift a finger.
Honorable Zahir, there are, you know, speculations that it's usually not the governors who are the problem, but instead the MCAs. You've interacted with the MCAs, and do you believe that they get to blackmail governors to give them at least, you know, some money, failure to which then the impeachment process comes in?
Definitely. I mean,
so who fails the other? Is it governors who are not performing, or MCAs when their demands are not met?
I think it's, it cuts across the two sides, both the MCAs and the governors, because the MCAs are trying to hold the governors ransom to blackmail that if we don't give us this and that, we don't get the Ward Development Fund, we don't get this, we don't get bursaries in time, or this, or I don't benefit as an MCA on this, then we will hold you ransom. So that becomes blackmail. Now, then the governor is actually forced to either give in, or, for example, the case of Mwangaza, I am not very familiar about Meru politics, but I think and I believe, though I know ni mtu wa kusumbuana sana, but you know, but I think also probably I'm looking at a scenario where the MCAs in Meru, they probably may have raised concern or demands, and then the governor said no.
Kisii County, how's it working so far? With Governor Simbarat.
No comment.
At that juncture, we'll take a breather. When we come back, we'll be focusing on Ruto's trip to China, and as well
Chacha,
the future of Kenya's politics.
Allow me to say that is all the more reason why we should hold MCAs to a higher standard. Expect a lot more from them. Don't just vote somebody because, you know, nampenda. These are the things that make service delivery at counties difficult.
Well,
and just on that, Vivian, not just the MCAs, even senators, MPs, you know, when people are voting, they should actually pick on serious guys like Zahir Janda.
We take a break. We'll be back with the Focus on Matters Politics. Stay tuned.
On Kilimo na Biashara, we dive into the world of Ethiopian kale.
Ethiopian kale is a delicacy. It's a vegetable that is, it's a cousin to kale. The difference is the other sukuma wiki takes 1 month to transplant, but this one takes less than a month to harvest. Every vegetable has its benefits, but I prefer kanzira and sometimes kunde. I alternate sometimes kunde and kanzira because it takes short time. If the crop looks good, people will just refer. Even the people walking around and friends who visit the farm, they just refer people, and I don't have like a struggle to market it. Approximately, I will say a kg goes for between 25 to 35 shillings, but it doesn't go lower than 25 shillings, even if it's a high season.
This is a show that you can't afford to miss, so join me this Sunday to learn more about Ethiopian kale.
Step into a world of emotions, relationships.
Kumbe mama, ulikuwa unafikiria kuolewa tena? Yaani unijaleta kidogo, wewe ni mbaya.
Dilemmas and complexities of life.
Mwanamke hamhitaji mwanaume ili aweze kuwa na furaha.
Love.
Vedika, kiukweli mimi nakupenda sana wewe.
Betrayal.
Mimi nilikupa kila kitu ambacho wewe ulikuwa unakihitaji. Lakini leo umeamua kunidanganya na kuusaliti uaminifu wangu.
And secrets.
Tafadhali usimwambie Sahil kuhusu hili.
Get ready for an emotional roller coaster ride filled with drama.
Sahil wangu yuko wapi? Nataka uniambie Sahil yuko wapi? Siyafanya chochote kile Sahil jamani.
Passion. And unforgettable moments. Don't miss Aapke Ajanase every Tuesdays to Fridays on your favorite TV station, K24.
A dynamic, lively, inspiring and informative program which is hosted by Muyiwa Olarewaju.
God has validated you, has empowered you, and all you have to do is surrender.
It focuses on critical global social issues and powerful testimonies.
I lay there bleeding, potentially going to see Jesus. I called on him because I realized at 9 years old that I could.
While offering uplifting music from indigenous and international artists.
What are you passing through currently in your life? Could it be that you are facing family problems? Perhaps there is no peace in your family, or it's your marriage that is at the verge of divorce. Maybe it's the addiction or the depression that is making you think that you are no longer important. Do not give up, for there is someone who passed through the same situation you are in now, but he or she overcame by giving God a chance in their lives. Every Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Be sure to join us in our program, I Am Soul Precious, here on K24 TV, and God will give you the direction you need.
This season, enjoy na Go TV. Beste yako wafuta. Tuna connect na ligi zote. Jishikie Go TV leo ujinice na the best futa live on Supersport. Go TV. Love it.
Welcome back. This is K24's Newdon. My name is Joel Chacha. Now, President Ruto in China was accompanied by the now Kenya's candidate for the AUC position, Raila Odinga. And, you know, according to President Ruto, Africa needs cheap